He'll bring it out. It's Petty. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. So South Carolina's offense takes the field for the first time today. This wide receiver matchup is one that we've been waiting to see. You have two guys on either side, Jesse, who are really going to make the secondaries nervous.
Oh, they should, because these guys can take the top off the defense. You've got two very dynamic individuals playing on each offense, and if I'm playing quarterback in this game for either team, I am going to take my shots and give my guy an opportunity, because both of these guys, David, have proven they can make circus-level catches.
I mean, when they're not open, they're open. I mean, they can make the dynamic catches, the contested catches. They have the speed. They are two of the best playmakers in all of the country. So whenever an offense has the football today, you're going to like the show.
And they get to the quarterback and knock him down back at the 16. And the Gamecocks will line up to punt it away. This will be their first punt of the afternoon. Team gets down there and gets the return man on the ground. So Alabama's offense will get the ball for the first time. Hopefully we'll see a performance today like the one that this guy had last week when basically he just ran wild through the defense.
He made that defense look silly. Out in the open field, he was making people miss, breaking tackles, scoring touchdown after touchdown. And this offense has vowed to find new ways to get him the football. So we're going to see something else that we haven't seen before because of this guy's unique talent in this one.
Yeah, and the defense, all eyes on him. That will be the main focus. More guys in the box. I wonder if it opens up the play-action game and the perimeter throws and maybe some big plays through the air, because they know he is the man, he is the guy, he is priority number one.
It'll be 1st and 10 from the 30.
I'll tell you, this guy has to get touches early in games. They're doing a good job of that right now. He's so dangerous once he has the ball in his hands. And I think if you're on offense, you move him around and you find more creative ways to get him involved.
This crowd trying to make life miserable for this offense. Off play action. Bringing the heat. Pass rush coming after the quarterback, and they get him at the 32.
And the defense gets a sack, and that's going to be the big determining factor in this football game. A week ago, he only got sacked one time. They've already got him on the ground. If they want to win this football game, they got to keep getting after the quarterback.
Throws to the wideout. He's open on the right. Got enough to move the sticks. First down from the 17. The Tide trying to pay off this red zone trip. They're threatening to score, and they'll throw it. Pressure all over the quarterback, and down he goes at the 24.
And his defense has kind of been up and down on this opening drive, right? That's their second sack, which is good. They need more of those plays, but they've given up a lot of yards. Down here, this part of the field, man, this defense is going to have to find a way to make a few more plays to keep them out of the end zone.
Dropping back, it's Rock. Plucks it out of the air. And he goes out of bounds after coming up with positive yardage there. The emotions and energy figure to be high all day, guys, because of what's at stake this late in the season. Really a must-win for both teams.
Yeah, these are the ones that get your blood moving, Reese. You get jacked up, man. You don't have to say anything in the locker room, give these big speeches. You know what's at stake, Jesse. You're ready to rock and roll. This is when you prove you're the big dog.
Which is pretty cool, too, because it's been a long season. These teams obviously are both physically and mentally tired, but you're right. For this kind of game, this is the one you circled at the start of the year. You knew that this was going to matter. There was going to be a lot on the line. Now, it's time to go out and prove you're the better team.
Now 2nd and goal, and right in the teeth of this noise. Wants to go up top. Rushes on him. Just gets rid of it before the heat.
Well, on the opening drive of the game, establishing a rhythm and a cadence offensively is really, really important. They've done some good things on this first drive to put them in this situation. Obviously, you just threw an incompletion on 2nd down. Likely going to throw it again here right now. Quarterback has just got to settle in. Timing is important. Get rid of the ball on
touchdown time. Quick strike through the air for the score.
One of the areas they really focused on with this receiver in the offseason was we need you to make more plays for us in the end zone. When we're taking shots, we need you to be able to step up and make tough catches. David, what a grab right there.
And I think a lot of that has to do with trusting your guy, knowing where he's going to be, knowing when he's going to sit down, when he's not, so being on the same page, and then having a guy that can go get it. Just when the ball is near him, he's going to make the play, just like he did right there for 6 points.
South Carolina ready to go on the attack in another offensive odyssey. They went 3 and out on their first possession, now to see if they can be more productive this time around. He gets across the 20-yard line. They'll mark him out of bounds at the 23. The Gamecocks can really attack on this 2nd and short. Give to the back. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
You just need more from your offensive line. 2nd and short like that, you'd love to be able to fire off the ball and pick that up running it, but the defense was able to get penetration. They were able to get a stop, and now you set up 3rd down, and this offensive line's going to have to play a lot better here.
He'll have the 1st down as he gets it to the 28-yard line before he stopped. And the Gamecocks come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Off play action on 1st down. Got rid of it quickly, but it's incomplete. When you reach this point in the season, these types of games, top 25 matchups, really determine whether you're going to be a contender.
Yeah, and really show what you're going to be the rest of the season. How are you going to finish strong throughout the season? You know, the first part of the season, now getting to the middle of the season, Palmer, getting a chance to show what you're about so you can finish strong.
It's a resume builder, no doubt about it. Really, there's been so much anticipation building up to this top 25 matchup. So which team can control their emotions, I think, goes a long way in who wins this one.
Another incompletion on 3rd down.
And these coaches have these play sheets over there on the sidelines, and there's so many calls they want to call, and they want to make explosive plays, but you got to protect your QB, and he's already been sacked. Now he's hit again. Like, they've got to protect him up front if they want a chance of doing damage on the offensive side of the football.
The Tide offense rolls onto the field. Already a solid start to this one, now back to work with his 7-0 lead. We'll give him a couple on that one, 2nd and 8 coming up.
And what's the closest guy to the football, man? It's those defensive tackles, and those guards and centers have to work together. They got to get those guys and get some movement. They don't on this play. And the big...
And the ball's out there after it. Oh, and he's able to get the ball back, but he does lose yardage on the play.
Man, and this is why you practice 5 points of pressure with the football. You cannot put the ball on the ground. It doesn't matter how many defenders are around you or how hard you get hit. You cannot turn the football over and expect to win games.
Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. Looking downfield, it's Rock. Bought a little time, lets it go. It's incomplete, and this ought to be a boost of confidence for this defense, getting a stop against these guys on 3rd down. First one's on its way. The leg ought to be strong, only called on twice in the victory last week. They'll get him down at the 21-yard line. The coverage team able to stop him right there. And the South Carolina offense is back on the field. Finding themselves down 7-0, they'd love to get a drive going here. He wastes no time and comes out throwing. It's complete to the left. Good pickup, a little bit short of the sticks.
Now, you've seen the evolution of these slot receivers. They're just matchup nightmares. They're hard to get your hand on. A lot of times, they're off the football. You can't jam them. These guys are so productive, and offenses
Breaks into the open. Great pickup as they'll keep this drive moving, and they've got it up to 45.
This is an offense that can move the sticks in a whole lot of different ways. Now you're seeing it on the option here. Great job by the quarterback. Reading the defense, there's nobody there taking him, so he puts his foot in the ground, he gets upfield, and he's got really nice elusiveness once he's out in the open field. He shows you that on that explosive play, picking up the first.
So now it's 2nd and long. Back to pass. Not quite in rhythm there, incomplete. Even if they don't convert, picking up a few would give them a decision to make on 4th down. It's 3rd and long from the 45. With the catch, it's Hoover. He's got 1st down yardage as they move it to the 44. The Gamecocks are marching down the field.
And it's on 3rd downs like this. If you want to attack the middle of the field, you got to look for the tight end. Really nice route. Great job looking that football in. You can tell this quarterback really has a lot of confidence when he's in the pocket looking for the big fella, and they're able to hook up there.
They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. He's going to lose a yard on that one.
And on that play on the RPO, they had the look they wanted, but up front, they just could not get the job done. You see linemen losing their one-on-one battles. There was nowhere for that running back to go.
On 3rd and long, he's going to have to throw for it. It falls incomplete, and that'll be the final play of the period. So Alabama takes the lead into the quarter break. And we've come to the end of the first as we take a moment to check out the stats so far. Now to see if these guys can get back in the game in the 2nd quarter. And the Gamecocks decide to punt it away. The kick is on its way. And the punt team gets down there and touches it dead. That's where they'll put it in play. Here comes that Alabama offense. Last time they had it, didn't pick up a 1st down. Let's see if they can put something together here. Out of the gun, the inside give. Got enough for the 1st. Brought down at the 21, but a really big play there to pick up 10. Ball spotted at the 21. It's 1st down. To the ground. He's got it again. Followed that blocking and got 5 out to the 26.
Man, it's easy to call plays when you're getting 5 or 6 yards of pop on the ground. Like, why would I get complicated? Why would I get complex? Like, up front right now, this group just win, fall forward, get that good game, stay ahead of the sticks, don't have to get in bad situations. This defense better respond, or else I'll do that all the way down the field.
Scanning the field, it's Rock. He'll loft one deep down the left side. And that'll be incomplete. They certainly weren't afraid to take a shot there, and now it's 4th down. The Crimson Tide will bring the punt team on the field. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. He'll try to field the punt and bring it back. They'll put that return to a stop at the 33, but the offense set up in pretty good field position. South Carolina ready to go on the attack in another offensive odyssey. Nothing but punts as a result of the first 3 offensive drives, hoping this one gets a little more done. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. Wants to fire on 2nd down. Makes the grab. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there and still a little ground to cover to pick up the 1st. Passing game very effective on 2nd down. What about here on 3rd? Might be changing the route. They'll snap it from the gun on 3rd down. And the incomplete pass will bring up 4th down.
You can just start to sense the frustration building for this offense after that incompletion. Right now setting up 4th down. They haven't yet scored a touchdown. They just can't find a rhythm in this game. Obviously the defense, the big reason for that, but if this offense wants a chance to win, they have got to start stringing some completions together and get this quarterback in a better rhythm.
Off the play fake on 1st down. Looking deep. Finds a spot in the middle. There he goes. Touchdown, Alabama! And once he got away from the D, they had no shot at catching it. That touchdown grab, the 25th of his career.
Not surprising either. When you've got this guy's ability at that position, quarterbacks are going to be looking for you. 25 touchdown catches, that's an impressive figure.
Yeah, he's definitely one of those guys that have been so big time. Big time moments, clutch plays, makes those contested catches. He's a guy that can do everything, and that's why he's putting up such great stats.
Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. And the South Carolina offense is back on the field. There's a heat. And the pass rush is effective, and they tackle him at the 19. The Gamecocks trying to find their way forward after the big loss on the last play. Second down, they'll go to the air. Trying to beat the D deep. And it slips through his fingers, incomplete. That would have been a huge gain if he could have squeezed it. Wow, this offense is doing nothing. They've already punted 4 times and staring at the possibility of a 5th. And as he throws, and it's knocked away, incomplete on 3rd down.
It's amazing to think just how confident this offense was coming into this game. They thought they were going to go up and down the field throwing the football in this one. That has not been the case. They have not yet scored a touchdown in this one. They just threw an incompletion on 3rd down now, looking like they may have to punt. This offense has got to find their rhythm, but you've got to wonder about their confidence at this point of the game.
Guys, here comes that Alabama offense onto the field. And the heat gets home. They knock him down back at the 45.
Man, this offense, they gotta find something. They gotta get in a rhythm somehow. So far, no success, not protecting the quarterback. Really, the only good thing I can say so far is they haven't turned the football.
Turning it on. He has the first and still on his feet. The tap. Slippery slide. Find his way and ran away from the crowd into the end zone. Touchdown, Bama. The mantra is always finish, and they're trying to do that here in the regular season with this Week 12 performance. What an explosive eruption into the end zone by this running back.
And this back does it a lot. That he makes big plays. When you can make big plays like this, it makes everybody's job easier. Oh, we can play action. Oh, we can throw it. But it starts with the run game, and this guy's setting everything up.
South Carolina ready to go on the attack in another offensive odyssey. Trailing by 3 touchdowns. If you're going to get back in it, David, the time to start is right now.
Got to start now. Defense giving up points on that last possession. Again, the offense is going to have to score, and Jesse probably scored pretty quick.
Yeah, you got to go tempo. You're going to have to try to fit in as many plays as you can throughout the rest of this game. But I think more than that, you got to win.
Oh, he's getting ahead of steam. Running inside the 20. Touchdown, Gamecocks. He found some open space and turned on the Jets.
One of the reasons this offense is so exciting to watch, they've got guys that are dangerous after the catch. If this quarterback gets through his progression, David, hits you in stride, these guys will take it to the house.
Man, it's your job to do the rest, right? You hit me in stride where I don't have to stop running. I don't have to break down. It makes it so easy, the connection between quarterback, wide receiver. You can tell this is a good one, and that's why they got 6 on that play.
No reason to be in a big rush. They have some time here late in the half. Grabs it in the middle. Good pickup on that play. It'll bring up 2nd and 4. Looking for a gap. It's Rousseau. Pushes ahead for a couple. They'll mark it at the 33. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. It's as if you're engulfed in a space odyssey. Williams-Brice alive on 3rd down. Got his man. Great pickup as they'll keep this drive moving, and they've got it at the 45. The Crimson Tide comes to the line with a 1st and 10. Looking to throw, it's Rock. Fires to the wideout. It's caught downfield. And he's brought down after a nice gain. From the 44-yard line, the offense snaps it on 1st down. Wants to go up top on 1st down. That one falls out of bounds, incomplete.
In most most instances, I would say really, really nice decision by the quarterback. But when you've got speed like this guy has, I think he'd sometimes, instead of throwing it away, would like to see him take off and see if he can go make something with his feet.
He'll pull it down and run. Short gain on the play before he slides.
Welcome to the frustrating reality of college football. Like, the guy at the quarterback spot, he can just do that. Pull it down, get positive yards, makes the defense have to account for him every single play.
Here comes this home crowd as the defense tries to get off the field on third down. From the gun, wants to pass. Strong pass rush gets to the quarterback, and they get him at the 46. We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. Alabama will bring the punt team on the field. Let's see if he can help the coverage team out with this one. And the punt goes out of bounds. We'll see where the officials spot it, but they certainly gave them no opportunity for a return. Wants to throw on first down. That's caught. It's locked. And the defense had that one well covered. Just a short gain there. The hurry up now. Second down. Clock ticking. Looking to fire. It's picked off. And that's number 10. Trying to take it back. Touchdown, Crimson Tide. How about this defense taking one back to the house? Look, I know it's only the second quarter, but we're starting to see a pretty significant gap develop between these two teams right now.
No doubt. When your defense is scoring, your offense is scoring, good things happening for your ball club. This defense on point, reading their scouting report, making big plays.
On the move from inside his 5. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. A little bit backed up to start this drive from their own 18-yard line. Looking to throw on first down. And the physical play there forces the incompletion on first down.
That's what I'm talking about. That is how you close, and when a guy's going to make a catch, you make sure he doesn't make it. Physicality, using your pads, running through him, and guess what? Not only this play does he feel it, next time he tries to go over the middle or feels footsteps, this will pay dividends.
On third and long, try to convert through the air. And the quarterback is sacked. There are penalty flags down, but this might be doubly bad for the offense. I think the penalty might be on them. They'll decline that penalty, obviously very happy with results of the play. And the Gamecocks will send out the punt unit. He just wanted to get it out of there from his end zone. And the punt team able to sling him to the ground. Looking for a man. It's Rock. Unloads it left. Got the big tight end on the corner route. Run out of bounds at about the 13-yard line, and that's where this offense will go back to work. From the 14-yard line, it's 1st and 10. To the air on first down. Unleashes to the end zone. Touchdown Tide! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house.
And man, the defense really needed to stop there. They needed to create some momentum, get the ball back to the offense before the half. But the offense does their job, and they continue to pile on, continue to create momentum. There's going to have to be some questions answered at half with this squad because it's been a struggle in the first half.
He'll bring it back from inside his 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. So they start this drive from inside their own 20 at the 19-yard line. Gets it to him on the screen. Not a whole lot of room there on that screen pass as it just never developed. Got the completion on the last play, still some work to do on second down. Finds his man. It's Brown. And he's almost to that first down marker there, saying he's a little bit short. They might want to bring out the sticks and measure, but it looks as if he'll be just short of the first down. Grab near the sticks. It's locked. Quick timeout call by the offense after the play. Time dwindling away as they try to put points on the board right before the half. Looking to throw on first down. With the catch, it's locked. He'll step out of bounds right at the 44. A big-time pickup on that one. Just enough time for one final play of the half. Looking downfield on first down. Extending the play. Throwing on the run. Catch and stride inside the 15. Almost took it all the way there, but it's a huge gain, and they're set up with a first and goal. We played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Men, it is hard to beat Columbia when that town is buzzing as it is today. And this has just been a passing clinic, really, by both offenses. They've effectively stretched these defenses, forcing the secondaries to cover every blade of grass, and they've still racked up big plays. Man or zone, pick your poison, or lay some blame at the feet of those pass rushers who can't do anything against the maulers on that offensive line. With that said, let's send it back to the guys at Williams-Brice.
All right, Kevin, about ready to get things cranked back up here. The Gamecocks will boot it away to start the second half. And he's coming out of the end zone. Rolling the dice to bring it out of the end zone did not work out as he stopped at the 13. The Tide offense rolls onto the field. They're starting this drive with a massive lead, and they just want to finish strong. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball.
Well, the defense was trailing going in at halftime, and I think they made some adjustments against the run. They want to slow this guy down. That's a really nice start to the second half if you're on defense.
From the gun, they'll try to impose their will. Determined run, but he stopped after 2 yards down at the 13.
Man, it's really hard to control the running game if you don't control the line of scrimmage. And how about the defensive line doing a great job attacking those guys up front, not open up lanes to run through. Nice job just nullifying that run altogether.
And the sack all the way back at the 5. Looks as if the Tide will punt it away. 3 and out and not much choice but to get rid of the ball. Sometimes avoiding disaster is the best thing. The punter just gets it out of there. Return's going to get it up around midfield. He'll be down at the 49-yard line. And the South Carolina offense is back on the field. Wants to go up top on first down. Makes the grab. It's locked. And a big-time grab there. Knocked down immediately, but not before he gets it to the 40. A first down for the offense. The give to the running back from the shotgun.
The big fella in the middle, man. Those defensive tackles, they go such a long way in deciding and really stopping the other team's run game. Just forcing contact with those guards and those centers, owning the line of scrimmage, and getting running backs on the ground.
Finds his back in the middle. And they knock him down, but he got past the line to gain. And the Gamecocks will snap it on 1st and 10. Use the play fake, now to throw. Quickly out to the tight end. They make the stop, but there is a flag on the field. We'll see what that's all about. Holding penalties, the ultimate drive killer. We'll see if it costs this offense here. Line gets set, first down. They'll go to the air. Oh, they're after him. Unloads to the right. He makes a catch. Strong, firm tackle. The Gamecocks with a 2nd and short to keep this drive moving. They're going to run it. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage. Line is set on 3rd down. They'll try to get the first through the air. Working that left side now. He's there to make the stop, but not before he sets up this offense. 1st and goal from the 7. Defense is backed up. Shadow of the goalpost trying to defend their own end zone. He just missed the target on that one. Got to put it on his body.
Well, that last incompletion is a good example of why your timing has to be so good as a quarterback, because the windows, they open and they close so quickly in this part of the field.
And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield. It's 3rd and goal and a long way from the end zone. From the gun, wants to pass. Trying to find the end zone. They found a way to get in the rug, but he is stopped short, and it'll be 4th down. Looking to throw. Complete out of the backfield. He tried to get it on his own, but the defense comes up with a stop behind the line on 4th and goal. The Crimson Tide pinned deep in their own end, trying to find a little breathing room. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play.
Really nice job by the defense shutting down all the options. Don't let him get into his reading phase. Go get him right now, play sound, and more importantly, tackle him and get him on the ground.
Wants to throw. It's Rock. Under fire. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face 3rd down.
Yeah, and this defense hadn't had a lot of success. This offense has been doing what it wants at will. Finally getting to the QB, finally getting some pressure, finally getting a big hit on him. That'll pay some dividends down the road.
Snagged out of the air. Really nice job there by both guys to throw and the catch to work that defense and get the 1st down. New set of downs after the completion. Wants to throw on 1st down. And this will be incomplete. A big hit there forces 2nd down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. Got his man on the right. Pick up a 5. They'll need 5 more on 3rd down. Trying to pick up a 1st down. Sends it back in motion. He wants to throw it again. He misses his man. The accuracy just not what it needed to be on that play. The Crimson Tide will bring the punt team on the field. They may have to pay him overtime. He's punting for the 5th time today. Coverage team was down there to corral him. They made the stop, and they'll mark it at the 39. They'll put the ball in play from just inside their own 40 at the 39. He wants to start this drive with a pass. And the DB right with him to knock it away.
I mean, some people just have a knack for the football, and he's one of those guys, and he just gets the swat right there, but he's in the top 10 in the nation in interceptions for a reason. Just such a great feel for the passing game and where guys are. It's fun to watch him play defense.
That's a huge throw for the offense, but they're down by a ton. They're going to need a lot more of that, and it's not going to be easy considering the defense knows they're probably going to be throwing the ball every play here in the 2nd half moving forward.
Able to pick his way forward for a decent game before the defense gets him down. And the Gamecocks can play this 2nd down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. Trying to make magic on the scramble. Gets it all the way inside the 20-yard line to the 19 before being hauled down.
And this this QB's really starting to show you something, isn't he? I mean, he's been hit a lot in the pocket, and I just like the toughness. At the end of the run here, he's not sliding because he's been banged up a little bit. Lowering the shoulder, getting the first down, taking some hits, but he's still competing.
Love the physicality of the secondary on defense. That defender got to the football, was able to separate the receiver from the ball, and did it legally. Beautiful job.
And the pass is incomplete thanks to a big hit. This drive was clicking along, but after a couple of misfires, threatening to stall out on 3rd and 10. Throwing right. He's got it and still on his feet. And the catch and run into the end zone. Touchdown, South Carolina.
Quarterback's abilities to read the field is huge, and also the anticipation, the timing. To be able to throw the football, Jesse, and hit a guy in stride so he can get run after the catch and get in the end zone, that was a nice job by the quarterback.
Yeah, it's critical, David. Listen, a lot of times, touchdown passes aren't thrown into the end zone. You've got to read the coverage, hit the open guy, and let him do the rest.
And he's going to bring it out of the end zone. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. They'll start this drive from the 18-yard line. Back to throw, it's Rock. He's got an open man. He'll get it up to about the 32-yard line before he stopped, and it'll be first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Off the play fake on first down to throw. Complete to the right. They get him out of bounds. Couple of yards short of midfield. They'll mark it at the 48, and this offense is rolling. Gets it out quickly. And he's able to shed one tackle and gets a pretty good pickup. Alabama with a multitude of options on 2nd and short. From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. They get him on the ground, and that'll be the final play of this 3rd period. We've reached a break, and Alabama has the lead. And as we switch ends of the field, let's take a quick look at the national rankings. One more period to go, and we'll see just how much fight they've got left in them. Final stands in the game, and we'll start with the first down. They'll move the wide receiver. Coming out on first down with the play fake. Got his man quickly.
Illegal touchdown.
So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. Plenty of work to do here on 2nd and long. Quarterback on the keeper. He's going to lose a yard on that one.
Phenomenal job by the defense that time, shutting down the option play. They knew they were going to see this in this game, and all week long in practice, they really focused on this assignment football, making sure the dive, the quarterback, the pitch, all taken away. Nowhere to go with the football that time offensively. The defense coming up with a huge negative play.
Here comes the field goal unit. He boomed it through, a 50-yard field goal showing off that powerful leg. We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
Hey, guys, just wanted to get you a quick update on a game happening in the Big Ten. Maryland has the lead right now, but if this team has taught us anything over the years, it's that no lead is safe there in College Park. They're up by 7 over USC.
Going right to work up top. He lets one fly deep. And they can't make the connection, going for a big play on first down.
And I absolutely love what this defense is doing, man. You know exactly what time it is. You've got a big lead. They're going to have to throw the football. So more nickels, more dimes, bring the speed on the field, and get ready to play the pass.
And the defense stops him just short of the first down. Maybe needed a few more chain links to move the sticks. Wants to throw on third. Grab near the marker. It's Brown. He's going to have enough to pick up the first down as they stop him at the 33-yard line. The Gamecocks come to the line with a new set of downs. That's caught. It's sharp.
And defensively, this is exactly what you want, right? You got the big lead, so you can play big zone coverages. Just keep the ball in front of you. Keep your eye on the quarterback. Rally to the football. Gang tackle. And you're going to win this game.
Grab near the marker. It's sharp. And he gets it to the 44-yard line. It'll be a first down. And the Gamecocks look to keep this drive humming. Looking to throw on first down. Here's the pressure. Got a man. It's locked. Out of bounds at the 49-yard line, but not before getting it into opponent territory. The Gamecocks with myriad options after that big pickup on first down. Got it in the middle. It's sharp. Tackle was made at the 44 after the 5-yard gain and the first down. Passing game kept this drive moving. Let's see if they try it again. Wants to throw it. Dumps it to the back. And the incomplete pass had a lot of juice on it.
At this point of the game in the fourth quarter, it is going to be tough for this offense to get some completions here because now, trailing by this much, the defense is expecting pass and they're putting a whole bunch of extra DBs on the field.
Grabs it inside the 10. Gets it inside the 5, down to the 4, and it'll be first and goal. And the Gamecocks are in the hurry-up. Snaps it in the shotgun. Can't find his man as he took a shot trying to deliver that football, and it'll be second down.
And this is a tough time for this offense because you're in passing mode. You're in comeback mode, and what is that? The defense knows that. Like, they're pinning their ears back. They're coming after the quarterback, and you've already struck.
Touchdown, Gamecocks! Oh, that baby in and then strolled into the end zone for the score.
You know, quarterbacks and receivers, they develop confidence and chemistry as the game goes on. These two right now are definitely on the same page.
My philosophy on going for two is only when you have to. He'll set up to throw. And the quarterback goes down, but there is a penalty flag down, and I think the offense is going to pick up the first down. The defense was offside.
South Carolina, 20.
They're down big, but they'll keep fighting to the bitter end and line up for the onside kick here. He's able to grab the football, and the hands team gets the job done. Here comes that Alabama offense. You want to talk about having a weapon to bail out a drive? David, that's why kickers are so important. Just can't pull the trigger, and the quarterback is sacked at the 41.
That is now the 7th sack on defense. This offense cannot protect their QB. It doesn't matter if the defense is blitzing or if they're just winning one-on-one. 7 sacks. That's just ridiculous.
And the defense gets loose, bringing the heat, and down he goes again.
And finally, you're seeing some life from the defense. They've been struggling all game long up to this point, but back-to-back sacks on 2 consecutive plays, they're at least still trying to fight back in this game.
On 3rd and long, hoping to throw beyond the sticks. Makes the grab. He'll get it inside the 40. They'll mark it at the 39 before he goes out of bounds. And they'll pat the kicker on the tail and tell him to go give it a shot. And the try is no good. Well, the field goal didn't quite make it through, but still an 18-point game.
And sometimes I just feel like 4th down, man. Just go for it every time. Like, the field goal miss-make rate. And listen, kickers have improved the last couple of years, but you left some points off the scoreboard there.
Got a man. It's Brown. Finally forced out of bounds. Maybe a step shy of midfield. They'll mark it at the 49. It'll be a first down from the 49-yard line. To the air on first down. Unloads to the wideout. And they can't connect, but the flag flies, and I think this is going to be pass interference.
Pass interference. Defense.
And the defender just way too handsy on that last play. You could see all the contact as the ball was in the air. He simply can't do it, and the referee's caught it.
Looking to throw on first down. Blasted as he lets it go. Complete in the middle. And he takes it all the way down to the 10-yard line. An explosive play for this offense.
Man, I love this guy's toughness. All game long, he's been getting hit. He's been sacked multiple times, and here we are late in the game. He's still staring down the barrel, gets nailed, but's able to deliver a big completion for his offense.
He's down at the 1, and they almost had the touchdown pass on that one. It'll be second down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. Going to take a shot on second and short. Touchdown, Gamecocks! Quick strike through the air for the score. Like a Thanksgiving turkey, they're just being carved. No shot. They have no idea how to get in this quarterback's head.
He's on fire. Everything he's doing is working defensively. We got to figure something out. We got to try to do something a little bit different. Bring more pressure. At this rate, shoot, he's on so much fire, you might as well just send everybody. Blitz everybody, live with the results, because everything else ain't working anyways.
Good job by the coverage unit to stop the return man. Guys, here comes that Alabama offense onto the field. They'll run the RPO and throw it right. And good coverage by the defense, just a short gain. Timeout called there by the defense, desperate to get the ball back and save as much time as possible. What will they dial up on second and a long way to go? They'll run it to keep the clock moving. And he never had a chance, just stopped cold as soon as he got it. Quick timeout called by the defense, stopping the clock to save as much time as possible for their offense. He'll run it again. He's going to lose a yard on that one. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Alabama will bring the punt team on the field. And these guys have been busy. Sixth punt of the day. Here's the return. And they'll get him on the ground as the offense comes out to start the next drive. A 2-minute timeout arrives, and we have certainly seen miracles in college football, and they will certainly need one here. South Carolina ready to go on the attack in another offensive odyssey. Grabbed in the middle. It's Lott. And he's brought down after a nice gain. Sprinting to the line to try to get this one off. Clock's running. Looking downfield on first down. And the quarterback will be slung down back at the 43. He is a menace rushing the passer. Career sack number 20.
I mean, some people just have a knack for getting to the quarterback. What a great job throughout his career. Getting there, getting him down, getting pressures. He has been a quarterback's worst nightmare.
I was just going to say, David, you don't sleep well as a quarterback the night before you have to play against this guy because he is going to sack you. That is a guarantee. Death, taxes, and sacks for that guy.
Under fire. And here's a fumble way behind the line. Once that ball was loose, offense didn't have a chance. Defenders everywhere. It's a turnover. Offense working from the pistol.
Man, that's crippling because offensively you had to do something with the football, make a play. You fumble the ball, put it on the turf. Defense.
There he goes. Got enough for the first. And he's brought down after a nice gain. Running out the clock, a mere formality between them and a victory as we have victory formation coming. Encroachment defense. Defense just a little too eager, and that's 5 yards for the O. On first down, here comes this offense. Defense takes a timeout with 30 seconds remaining.
Timeout, South Carolina.
The offense lining up for a first down play. Quarterback's just going to take a knee. What a show both of these teams put on today. Couple of outstanding squads, hotly contested battle all the way to the very end.
Yeah, we came into this one expecting this to be a back-and-forth battle. We knew it was going to go down late into the fourth quarter. At the end of the day, the higher-ranked team, David, they were really able to lean on those playmakers and that leadership they've got in the locker room.
Yeah, and now I think even more so, you're starting to believe in them. They're battle-tested. This team they find a way to get things done. That's why they're ranked where they're at. And I expect this team to stay in contention for the college football playoff because they're proving week in and week out they're a really good squad.
Thanks so much for spending some time with us. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis, and this has been another presentation of EA Sports College Football.